TIFU by reporting a bug I found on an online casino site. This happened a few hours ago. The session lasted 9 hours and consisted of a roulette strategy that immediately began to generate huge profits without constant accumulated losses one after the other. This strategy did not allow to lose more than 3 times in a row in an automatic bet. It was like this for 9 hours. 3 hours in, when I was up 8 or 9k, I got in touch with the live chat and told them I could have found a bug because I was winning too much. Yes, that's what I did. They said they'll investigate. I kept winning. And when I reached 15k, I started to withdraw. After withdrawing the first 5k, they froze my account. I could still play, but I couldn't get any money out of my wallet. The administrator sent me a message when I was at 38k and told me that yes, there was a bug. In the end, he left me 5k, and I got the XP points. Bug bounty, I guess. I still can't breathe when I think about it. TLDR, I went from 250 to 38k in 9 hours using simple martingale strategy. Let support know about too good to be true winnings and they confirmed a bug. They let me keep 5k though. You are the one from the class who reminds a teacher about the homework she forgot to assign. Yef beeping, really? I don't get how people want to be so useful used that they don't keep their mouth shut. SMH. I mean, if you've already done the homework and put a load of effort in, it really sucks as a kid when no one is going to acknowledge all that work you did. Yeah, that's called life. Only in life you don't have any control over it. As the kid in this scenario you do. And should definitely stand up for yourself and the work you did. It isn't the kid's fault someone else didn't do the homework. Clearly neither of you ever did the homework, since the op wasn't talking about reminding the teacher to collect homework. It was to assign the homework in the first place. Sick burn. Next time, take the money and say nothing. And don't win a speep load at one time or you'll alert them too. Don't swing for the fence for a home run. Win with singles and doubles across a long period of time so you fly under their radar for a long time. L take the big one-time payout as you aren't guaranteed the future ones. Also always the chance someone else finds it and takes the one-time cash out. And ruins your chance at the long con. Shoulda reported it to friends. The casinos have rigged the game so that every advantage is in their favor for years. Now it was your advantage and you missed it? Vegas wasn't built on the 10% juice like they would have you believe. It was built on massive losses. The casinos don't rig their games. They carefully configure them so in the long run they always win. The difference is that you know what the odds are too. And choose to play anyway. A functioning adult knows they are most probably going to lose their money. And they do it anyway. And it's their goddamn business if they want to do it or not. Carefully configured to always win. Rigged. Rigged is if the odds are not what they seem like. For instance, using loaded dice or a coin that lands more on one side. For everyone it seems like 50/50ths, but it isn't. Playing the roulette. You know damn well you have one chance out of 33 to get your number and win 30 times your money. Nothing is rigged in there. 1 in 37 or 38. And 36 times your money. Went by memory and totally failed, haha. Your memory is rigged. The house always wins. This is the biggest beep up I've seen in this sub for days. Maybe weeks. Gotta upvote it instantly. Have to agree. Screw the other TIFUs. This TIFU is the equivalent of 2020. LOL, why would you do that? Exactly. There might not have been a bug. Those guys could have taken advantage. Which site? There are only a few truly independent casinos. Almost every internet casino is a reskin which is licensed from one of 4 major developers in the industry, and if this is the case, then this bug is surely in every casino using the same software. And if this is true, which, by the way, I don't believe for a second, there is a lot more to be had than your 5K. Not sure of your country of residence, but I'm willing to bet this supposed casino operates in a country that is overseen by a regulatory agency to ensure consumer protection and game integrity, and having the administrator of this website blatantly admit that he is in breach of these policies and protections would mean a payout in the many millions. Op, please reply to this, I'm very curious. Op is rigged. Truth is, the post was rigged from the start. Always has been. You guys are actually acting like the casino wasn't going to flag a guy who earned 40K on constant small wins. The only reason he got any of the cash was because they lose more than 6K if he tells customers or auditors about the 40K he got stiffed in an online casino after warning them of a bug. I mean, if this is true and is Op was smarter, they could have easy made 40K from the bug. They just have to be patient and not rack it all at once. You could also take small amounts to seed other games to get legit wins. This is the real brain move, TBH. If I were you, I would dig into their site and see if they're using proprietary software or some kind of white label package. There are potentially other sites out there with the same bug. This post is definitely a TIFU. When something is going well, don't complain about it or draw attention to it. No. Please go back in time and undo this. At what point did you realize you had done something extremely stupid? When your account got frozen or when the dude told you thanks for finding the bug? You ain't getting speep? Seriously, why the f*** would you tell them? I don't understand your train of thought here. Bro, I came to this thread just to find a comment like this. I don't f***ing get it either. Congratulations. You played yourself. I was in Las Vegas a long time ago playing at a speed roulette wheel. It was a real wheel with a human dealer who dropped a real ball on the real wheel. But I was placing bets on an electronic board. They had the last so many numbers to hit listed on an electronic board that updated every spin. I noticed that on average the wheel was hitting either 10 or 25% of the time over a period of time. I sat down and took advantage of it. It was a 250 table, so not large stakes. I turned my last 80 of gambling money into about 1,600 in a few hours. That was enough to recoup all my other gambling losses and pay for my whole trip. It was cheap back then, so I hadn't spent a lot. Unfortunately, I had to go to bed because we were getting up the next morning to drive across the country. The point of the trip was actually moving someone, and Las Vegas was just a stop along the way. When I got up the next morning, I went and checked the game and it was still hitting the 10 and 4. I don't think I could have turned it into 38K. But at the rate I was going, maybe like 5K to 10K if I'd sat there all night. That was about 13 years ago, and to this day I'm still shocked they didn't pick up on it and shut the game down. Looking back, do you think getting a nice sleep was worth almost 10 grand? If you ask me now, would I stay up all night for 10K? Sure, I would. But if you ask me if I'd stay up all night and maybe lose all my money or maybe make an undetermined amount, no, I wouldn't. LOL, there is no strategy to beat roulette without using an electronic device. Martingale is a betting system, but you still have a negative edge. Also, why the f*** would you tell the casino they had a bug? Martingale does not have a negative edge except when 1. You have finite funds. 2. There is a limit on the table. If you have enough, sustain 8 losses in a row without exceeding the table limit. It's a strategy that will work more likely than not. However, gains are slow and eventually you will hit 9 losses in a row. Given infinite plays. Obviously most casinos are well aware of it and set their minimum bet value and table limit at an amount that makes hitting the table limit very likely after a good few losses. Which removes the edge to the player. This made me so f***ing angry. Why would you report it? Like the casino doesn't want your money. That's their job. I would have kept stacking cash. The one thing I've learned in life. Being honest gets you nowhere aside from feeling warm and fuzzy inside. This is so f***ing true it hurts. TIFU by not being the one to find the bug.